It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're going to look at J.J. McCarthy. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Vikings and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growth.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Nashville. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Titans coming up with their quarterback, Will Levis. Good performance last year. Taken early in that second round in the 2023 draft. Greg, this quarterback out of Kentucky could be the future for Tennessee.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Levis. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. Off the play fake, it's Levis. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Just bear with me for a second here, Mike, as everybody loses their mind about why is this play caller throwing the ball on 2nd and inches. The idea is you want to throw on what they call run downs, and this clearly was one of those, and what you're not accounting for is a sack as it brings up 3rd down. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pollard. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. That's Mekhi Blackman. there for the stop. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. To throw is Levis. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On first down, Levis. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He'll get this out wide.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold them to a short gain on the keeper and force the fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it, and it's Pollard.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop.
That one, take it in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's his second touchdown of the year. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Chandler now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted.
He gets free, and this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Here's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll take it on in. Jordan Addison, touchdown Vikings. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He's got it, and the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get going with their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They go play action with Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Levis to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the rookie out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, heading out for the next Vikings possession. And he is in the midst of an MVP-type season. NFL leader in passing yardage, and he's up over 3,000 now for the season. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll put Addison in motion. Again, it's Jones. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, Minnesota.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now a handoff. Jones. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately he goes down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. 1st one for Jefferson, and a 1st down to go with it. Now Jones. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
On play action, here's Levis. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Levis. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Considering you only need a few inches, I understand the thought process of putting that ball in the air on 3rd down. Let's see if you could take a shot, catch the defense in more run defense mode. But now you take that sack, put you in a 4th down where now you really have to decide how willing are you to be aggressive here to try to maintain this possession.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They run it once more with Jones. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense...
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. there's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field. So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. The Titans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Levis to throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now, Levis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down. One quarter in the books. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we're back in Music City after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
There he goes, inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's Jones. He is in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 21-7 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. About set for our next drive. We're going to take a peek ahead what's coming up later tonight. Sunday Night Football has the Colts and Jets AFC matchup at MetLife Stadium. And then tomorrow night on Monday Night Football, it's down to the Lone Star State for an in-state battle. Texans and Cowboys at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the give, it's Pollard. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Levis to throw. To the left side, caught by Ridley. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They give to Pollard on the option. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
That's another Titans 1st down.
Here's Spears. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. It is brought in the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Titans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. On first down, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. In motion comes Thomas. To try and run for the first down with Jones.
Aaron Jones on the carry. Chinevae Awuzie on the tackle. A gain of 7. And the Vikings first down.
Now McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This one is caught by Addison. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A big play for Minnesota. And even 30 yards.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
On the give, it's Jones. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Catch made right side by Thomas. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. A run. It's Jones. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. In motion comes Thomas. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Powering forward. He's in. Ty Chandler. Touchdown, Minnesota. taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the Titan offense getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. "12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down."
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
There he goes again.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. To the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that will lead to a second down. Here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. That's hard. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to...
So, Brian Callahan reaches for the flag, and this will be challenged.
Under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Reichert good with the extra point. And the Vikings add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. 3rd and 5. Here's Levis. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Now Tony to return it, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. To the air once more is McCarthy. There's Jefferson. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
He's got this on target to Addison. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson, touchdown Minnesota. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator...
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 42, Titans 21.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. This one complete to Ridley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, Levis. Open man downfield, it's Boyd. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Open man downfield, it's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. Ball rests at the 37, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Roughing the kicker. Defense. That penalty is declined.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we come upon halftime, and the visitors, the Vikings, on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start with the oldest rivalry, Chicago playing host to Green Bay in the NFC North. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Jordan Love and Jaden Reed hook it up on a touchdown pass. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Christian Kirk, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one caught by Hawkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play action now. It's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation. And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll put Addison in motion. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Vikings.
To throw is McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. In motion comes Thomas. This is Jones. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run it here with Chandler. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And he's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Reichert good with the extra point. And the Vikings will extend this third quarter lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
A second down throw here for Levis. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. The ball's out. The Titans have got it. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And a mistake by the young quarterback, and this defense gobbles it up and takes it in for the score.
You know, Mike, unfortunately, this is sometimes just the reality of playing with a rookie quarterback behind center. You're going to get a lot of magic. You're going to get a lot of fun moments, but you're also going to get a little bit of this learning curve, understanding sometimes just it's better to live to play another day. Get the ball out of your hand. Don't take the hit. Don't take the sack. And definitely don't cough up the ball.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
We're all set to kick this one away as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense and the veteran DeAndre Hopkins ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Pollard. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
13 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Titans 1st down.
Here's Levis to throw. Oh, he's got a man. How did Hopkins get that open? And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Pollard. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Levis. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Levis. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And now 3rd and goal coming up. They'll try and run. Here's Pollard. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Perfectly timed blitz, and he just gets to the quarterback a fraction of a second too late. The ball comes out of his hand kind of funny as a result of the hit, and I'm not even exactly sure if the guy who caught it was his intended target.
He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. To the right side, this is Jones. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got it inside the 5. And he's got another one. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and number 12 on the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Makes the score Vikings 56, Titans 34.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard going to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
They give to Pollard on the option. Inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
We've just seen it time and time again here today. He just continues to get them for big runs, and I think this one might be his best of the bunch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Levis to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will score again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown Titans. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the rookie out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, heading out for the next Vikings possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A give to Jones, heading right. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They run straight ahead with Jones. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
And now the punting unit will come up as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Titans offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Levis. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Vikings offense and their running back set to go once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. try and run for the first down with Jones.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Off he goes, and he's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Titans offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Hey, come on.
From the gun, it's Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and long. To throw is Levis. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Vikings.
In motion comes Thomas. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Jones, first down and more. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. This is Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 6. Now McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
There's nothing harder in sports than being a young rookie starting quarterback. So here you have J.J. McCarthy. We saw him accomplish everything there was to have in Michigan in college, and now he finds himself in the league trying to make the adjustment. But if there's one thing every rookie quarterback would love to have, Mike, it's Justin Jefferson.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run it here with Campbell. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Titans offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's Levis. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's good for a Tennessee Titans.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Levis. Complete Ridley on the reception. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Will Levis. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Folks' extra point is good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. On the handoff, Jones. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Titans are back within 6. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. But he'll gather it back in.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side with Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.